Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and show you how to set up for the first time. We're going to connect it to our smartphone. We're going to have it map our house. The Roomba 105. This is the vacuum robot with the auto empty. They sell one of these that has a mop pad attachment on it also, but this will be just the vacuum model only. Retails for $450. Very basic. I bought this with my own money and I wasn't paid for this video. So let's get into it. I'll do a simple cleaning towards the end of the video and we'll see how it actually does. So here we have the robot. We've got a side brush that we have to install. We got a filter. Here's the base station. So let's take the plastic off the filter or the base station. The top looks really nice. There's a piece of plastic here. This is where the dust bag is. So you are gonna have to replace this. It says after 70 days, but typically after about 2 or 3 months, you've got to replace it. There's a little tool here for cleaning the robot. That just slides up and down. There is a spot to store an extra one right here. Now around back, the cord is permanently attached, 6 feet long, and it's 2-prong. Here on the bottom, we can take some screws out if that auto empty chamber that gets sucked up in there gets clogged up. We can take that out. Looks like it's 15 watts when it's charging. You can plug it into 100 to 127 volts, 50 or 60 hertz. The dock is only 11.5 inches tall, about 8.5 inches wide, and front to back, with the cord sticking out, it's about 8 inches. So the robot is going to charge with these charging points, and then another vacuum is going to kick on in here and suck everything out of the robot. All right, let's take the bumpers off. We've got a piece of plastic up here. We got 2 physical buttons, a home and a power button or a start button. Another piece of plastic. There is a sensor here on the front. Nothing on the side. Here's the dustbin. We have another piece of plastic. It has LiDAR navigation, which I really do love LiDAR navigation. Let's measure exactly how tall it is. 4 1/8 inches tall. They're spinning, that'll spin underneath there, and that's what maps your house. And the robot is exactly about 13 1/4 inches wide. Now round back, this is the dustbin. This is where it's going to charge over there on those charging contacts. And then this is where it's going to auto empty out. But we can take this off, press these 2 little green buttons. This is where everything gets sucked in. There's where the suction comes out. This is the filter. You will have to clean this filter once in a while. Looks like it's held in with, it's on a hinge, but you just pull that. Again, you have to clean this about once a week. So that's a paper filter. Looks, not sure if we can reuse that or not, but they do give you an extra one that you can put in there. And that one, you will have to replace that once in a while. All right, everything, when it vacuums, everything's gonna go into this little chamber right here. Yeah, the chamber's pretty small. I think this is probably going to be the same tank because this is probably for the mopping version of it. They probably have this is where the water goes. But this one is not the mopping version, so there's none of that. So the chamber that holds all the dirt and debris is kind of small. And it just slides on. All right, let's flip it over. So we have a single brush. It comes installed. I just want to take it off, take a look at it. No comb or anything to get long hairs off of. Here's the door. So let's put the front feet in first. Now we do have to install this brush. It's a square, so you're simply just gonna. Now this does have fall off sensors. No carpet sensor. That's a blank. There's a fall off sensor. These are so it won't fall down your stairs. This just spins free, and these are the drive wheels. Okay, I've got the docking station plugged in, and let's dock it. Again, we're going to line up, and it should turn it on. Should turn these lights on, but maybe not. Yeah, it did. So it is on. Let's go to the home. Let's go to the Roomba home app. Okay, so it's going to let it talk to you. It says powering on and charging. Now let's go to the app. Roomba has 2 new apps. One's the old classic, they call it, and one's the home app now. You may have to log in. If you've got the classic one, I didn't have to log in. So here we are. I've already got one installed, the compactor. Go to robots. We want to add a new robot. Now, this does not, this app, even though it recognizes the old ones, it doesn't work with them. It just says they're on the same Wi-Fi, basically. All right, searching for nearby robots. Hopefully it's going to find it. It found the 105, yes. Yeah, that is my Wi-Fi. It's only going to work with 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. If you need to change it, like if that's not the right one, hit change. But this is mine. Hit enter your password for your Wi-Fi. All right, so it should be connecting. I should have to press the power button here in a second. Yeah. Yeah, it's making. I got to press the power button. And make sure you're close enough. I may have had the tablet too far away. Yeah, I had the tablet too far away because it uses Bluetooth to originally set it up. Okay, press the power button when you hear that done. Now you should get 3 check marks. If this doesn't work, close the app, power it off, and then dock it again and plug it back on. I had to do that. Okay, now give it a name. I'm going to call this one this is the 105. Next. And of course it needs an update. Now this update can take a while. Last one it did took about 10 minutes. Got it. And you should get a status bar up there. It says it's complete, but this is really confusing. It says complete, but up here it says in progress. So I don't know. This is the compactor, like the 205. This is going to be the best one. This UVC10. This is a robot vacuum only, not mopping. It's going to be far superior to this one. I can tell you that already. This price point is way too high for this Roomba. It is so basic. That sensor, I can tell you, it's probably not going to do much. I like it has a LiDAR. The app is okay. But this is going to be such a basic robot. This one, the C10, the side brush extends. And it's super thin. So if you click, I got it, then it takes you back to the home page and it says the software is updating. So it says it's going to take 20 minutes. Okay, I'm probably going to send this back. It's been very glitchy. It will not get past the update. It's been over 30 minutes. I'm tired of waiting on it. I had to uninstall it. I had to go into this. And again, there's this glitch where you can't see about Roomba. Well, it's hidden up here. And you got to go forget device and factory reset. I've had to do that twice now. I can't get past, it says software is updating. And then once in a while it'll say, oh, the battery's too low, disconnecting. Well, the battery, it says it's at 43%. It was at like 37%. It would say the battery's too low, disconnect, turning off. I have had it with these new Roombas. I'm sorry for the little bit of a rant. If you've got this robot, let's persevere. I would probably box it up and you know what? If you've got this robot, box it up and send it home. And send it back and get something else. Get a Dream. Get a Mova P10 Pro. I haven't even unboxed this yet. I can guarantee you this is going to be better and cheaper. Same with the Q8 Max Plus. Just get these. Or the Eufy C10, the Eufy X10 Pro, or the C20, or even the E20. The new Roombas, run away. So let's see if I can create a map. I don't know. It says it's in the middle of a software update. Yeah, let's see, try again. I have had it. Okay. I closed the app, so swipe up and then close the app. Let's try it again. Oh, we're gonna work now. Yeah. This robot should have been released 2 years ago. I don't know how else to tell you that. This is such an old robot. Whoever's making their robots now, it's a very generic robot. That's all I can say. I just put that little sign on. I was trying to have fun and put that little digital name tag on the front because I just trying to have fun, and now I'm all bummed out now. See? So it's going to go around and map the house, but I'm just super bummed. This one, at least the 205 I set up, it's okay, but it's got a really weird deal. And maybe by the time you get yours, it'll be all the bugs will be worked out. But here's LiDAR. I do like LiDAR. You can see in real time where it is. It's mapping my house. Again, this is such old. For me to be saying LiDAR is old technology is pretty comical. This used to be the latest and greatest, but now LiDAR is the latest and greatest. But they're just doing so much better now with it. Like these here, these Roborocks, they've got front-facing LiDAR. They got LiDARs that go up and down. This is a 2-year-old robot. And that sensor on the front, it's not going to do anything, I can guarantee you. Obstacle avoidance is just going to be atrocious, I know it. The one bright spot is this app has potential. And their thinking behind this app is way different than everybody else. Most of the apps are about the robot. This is about the automation. That's hard to explain. But it's not a lot about the robot and all of its settings and what it's going to do. It's about the automations and they're wanting you to put it on routines. They're wanting you to automations and, which that may be fine, but typical robots are like, there's an app. Here, the app is everything about the robot, how you control it, all the different settings. There's not a ton of settings, which that can be good or bad. I'm on the fence about a bunch of settings. It can be good to have a few settings, that way you're not you're not clicking a setting and messing the robot up. But this is such a cheap robot. And I paid $460 for this. This is not a $460 robot. Not even close. I only review these because I'm rooting for them. I mean, they're very popular, and I want, of course, to have video views, but I want them to work. I mean, it's a Roomba. They're the name. They're the Google of robot vacuum cleaners. That's, to this day, I tell people I review robot vacuum cleaners. Oh, you review Roombas? Yep. But Roomba's not in anymore. Oh, you mean the robots that just bounce off the walls? Well, that was the original Roombas, and even the second generation Roombas pretty much did that. Even though they had V-Slam, all the J's and the I's. I've got them downstairs. I resurrected them. They're still not very good. But this is, right now, it's not cleaning. It's just randomly mapping your house. So pick your toys up, put your stuff where it's normally going to be sitting, and open all your doors. At least now it can clean at night because it's using a LiDAR. Their second generation, all the I's and the J, well, not the I's, but the J's that had the V-Slam, there's a big warning if you try to have it clean at night, it can't clean at night because if the lights are off, it degrades it so bad. So I do think this brand is going to go the way of Kodak or something. Somebody's going to buy the name. That's it. So it's docking itself. We're gonna go, but that's my prediction. It's gonna be a Kodak. You're gonna buy. The name is very valuable, but I don't see any value in this company with these robots. And that is from days and hours of experience. I've got almost every Roomba they make. I have reviewed them, tested them, compared them. If you don't believe me, check my YouTube channel. Just search Roomba. You'll see how many videos pop up, and my overall impression of Roomba is frustration. So here's the map. Again, this is great potential. And I'm okay with things being a little glitchy at first, like this is. Review map, okay. Edit the map. Edit rooms. Room 1, and we want to split it. So all of this works very good. I mean, I am excited about this part. You're going to want to split your rooms, divide them up, name them, split the room. You can merge rooms. You can put no-go zones. This all works relatively well. Clean zones are areas that you think will be dirt, like around a pet bed or a hallway that you know it's going to, it's for the automations. So add clean zones where you want to say, after the pet eats, go clean the pet bowl area. That's what the automations, it's all about the automations, which that's smart. I like where they're headed with that. I just don't think the robots are going to do a good job cleaning. And again, you'll get no mopping zones if, let's do keep out zones if it has a mop on it, but this doesn't have a mop. So you can't put it around the dock. I know it's going to struggle right over here. That's where all those robots are. It's competition. And last night I did find a green brush stuck on that one. All right, so and then you want to edit the room names. Right now, this one, let's rename it. It doesn't give you a drop-down menu. So you got to name each one, like kitchen, family room. All right, it's been saved. Yeah, hit there. Go back. All right, so this is, I've seen this a couple times and I want to read it. Do you want to edit the map? I'm done. Save it. Map looks off when your map is missing rooms or empty space. Okay, so I thought it was telling me the map looks off. It's just giving you a warning. How do I make a new map? Place on the duty. Okay. I thought these were like notes to me saying, hey, your map doesn't look good. It seems like that what it was. Anyway, save map. Sorry. I digress. And I typically digress when it comes in Roombas. Okay, so this is my home. Yeah, my home. This is like the very first page. I have two maps because I have two different Roombas. Start your first cleaning. It's going to give you, like, you do need to clean your entire house with it. Routines, automations, support. It's hard. So you got to go under robots. And if you don't see it, click here. Now, it'll show your old ones, but you can't control them. If you click on them, it just takes you to the old app. This is called the Classic now. There's the 10 Max. It did an absolute terrible job. It bumped into a lot of things, and it didn't even find the dock. That's the X10 down in the basement, which I'm doing several videos on it right now. So anyway, if we click here, yeah, so you click here, you can't go back. So let's go back to so the home app will take you there, but you can't go back. Anyway, way too much information. I'm sorry. So let's go to 105. Here's the settings. Locate again. See, there's about Roomba. I got to pull down, and it's if I go like this, and then go back. There it is. So about Roomba, product name you can change. Its birthday, model, software update. I don't know if that's the latest or greatest. That software was ridiculously long. If it even, there's where I had to remove the device and start all over again. Child lock, language, audio volume. You can change that. I like how it speaks to me. Reconnect or change Wi-Fi settings and reboot Roomba. So very, very few settings. No dock settings. See, again, this isn't like a typical deal. So you got to go to My Home. So let's go to, yeah, I installed that. Okay, you have to swipe up this little, see, you can just hit start now, but if you swipe up, there, see, it's hidden. You can change the level of suction or passes. It's just a little hidden, and maybe it's not really designed for that iPad Air, but all these work really well on iPad, so those things all work out. Again, I am sorry. I'm just being really negative. Furniture, and that's when you've got your zones and your rooms. So let's just do a start cleaning now.
Cleaning is starting now. Recalibrating location.
All right, so it's going to undock. First thing it's going to do, it's going to come, it's going to spin, find out where it's at, and then it's going to go start cleaning. Okay, let's do a sample cleaning. Oops, that's my fault. I put that on top. Okay, that's not going to happen to you. I was trying to be cute. I just like interesting videos. Thought I would buy this little name tag. All right. It seems to be moving kind of fast, and the pattern is not the best. I think it will learn this room better once it cleans it a couple times, but it is relatively quiet. No way it sees it. Nope, it doesn't. I don't even know why they even try obstacle avoidance. That is straight on. You should see that. See that? Yeah. So basically, if it doesn't activate the bumper, it's gonna run it over, or the LiDAR if it's tall enough for the LiDAR to sense. But that's almost 4 inches tall. There's a lot of things that are not 4 inches tall. I mean, in the middle of the room, it's doing a pretty good job of vacuuming. It's done. See, here's the app. I like it. It shows you where it travels. It's got a nice picture. This is very pleasing here. Again, I wanted it to work. So it's going to travel. It's going to auto. It has an auto empty dock. That's what I had the 405. Its auto empty dock wouldn't work. The red light for the dust bag wouldn't go out. And it was just out of the box. I don't know. I played around with it a bunch. Again, I don't like playing around with stuff. I don't like wasting time. I've wasted so much time with Roombas. I mean, those are just barely making contact. Why are you going to auto empty? One of these that doesn't auto empty all the time, or I mean, you did a cleaning. Why not auto empty? Oh, there's the one you should buy. I must have disturbed it. That's the C10, just released by Eufy. It's pretty good. And is this going to end up being another? See, I don't have. There's no docking. I can't go see the dock. I can't like do an auto empty. Let's do one more cleaning.
Cleaning is starting now.
All right, let's give it one more chance with this room. I'll stay away from it, so maybe it'll do a better job. You know, I don't know what that sound is. It makes a sound once in a while. See, I don't know what that sound is. If it can speed the brush up, it makes like a gear noise. Just sometimes. It's so weird. Maybe the second cleaning will be better. Well, it is cleaning it better. Yep, it cannot avoid an obstacle. Okay, I told it to come back home. We're gonna tell it, hopefully it auto empties. Now it does not get very close. It just barely touches those.
Charging.
See, I was hoping that light would come on or something. Nothing. I'm checking the dust bag. It's installed. Like, okay, there is a red light when the bag's... Okay, there is a white light. It's just really, really dim. But why aren't you emptying? It's probably on its own thing, thinking I'm not full enough. But I like robots that empty all the time. I mean, see that it's got a lot of stuff. Why aren't you emptying?
Dust bin installed. Returning home to charge.
Wow. That thing barely, I mean, it just barely touches it. See, I would want it to go in, see those move in, so I would want it to kind of move up and kind of compress those a little bit. But it just barely touches them. And maybe I'm being picky. But you would want a good seal. It's so funny, I just got back from the UPS store, went and got my hair cut, and there's a UPS store right by where I get my hair cut, and I just took the 405 back. I should have waited. I'm taking this one back. I bought these directly from Roomba. I'm not even trying their customer support. I'm just doing it's bad. I want my money back. Just dock. Just dock.
Paused. Charging.
Okay, if you don't believe me about the Roombas, let's take a look. 10 Max, junk. Good. Q-Revo Pro, good. L10 Heat, good. L20, good. J9, not terrible, but still not. Frustration. Shark, yeah, okay. Man, Roombas make Sharks look like an amazing product, which they're not an amazing product, but they're okay. J5 Plus. The J9 is strictly a vacuum. It's okay. These are absolute junk. They should have been banned. i3, i5. Here's, oh, look. Somebody didn't find his way home. J7 Plus mop. Where are you? Here you are. Yep. And this is why. And the one button on top, it's so many things wrong. Yeah, I forgot you're up here. I think I'm gonna start taking these apart. Q-Revo Plus, good. That one, Shark, no good. It just wets the mop. It doesn't clean the mop pad. That's the Never Touch. It's not the Pro model. Yeah, and here's these really, really old ones. These were the ones that would bounce off, but at least they had this up here that you could put those virtual walls. This Tycom's better than Roomba. Oh, you want to talk about the worst? The essentials. Physical barriers are the only thing to keep it out of a room. That's it. Physical barriers. It doesn't map your house. At least with the old Roombas, you could do the virtual walls, and it would shoot a laser and it wouldn't go past the laser because of this sensor. Whoever thought of the essentials was a good idea is not a good idea. The only way to keep it out of a room is you have to activate the bumper. I can't tell you how frustrating that one was. We got L10S Gen 2, good. Max V, good. Yeah, dirty water. 3SI has been working, but I don't approve of it. It's too big and heavy. Q-Revo S, that's been the star. J20's been doing good. I don't recommend it for houses with carpet though. It's just got it's kind of an aggressive robot, and it's too clunky when it comes to lifting, or that mop pad roller just has a hard time with carpet. Just trust me on that one. The J20 or the J15's already failed. So my robot vacuum cleaner proving grounds, these vacuums run at least once, twice, sometimes 3 times a day. And they can run in the middle of the night because I'm not here. So lots of testing. That failed after about 4 weeks. So I just got back from the haircut and it's way too short. I wanted it to be a little bit longer. But anyway, I really do appreciate everybody's support. These videos, setup videos, I typically like to just be to the point. I was way off. I was way too emotional. Roomba is the only one that strikes up these kind of emotions with me. And you know where I get that from? You know where I get that from? When you can set up robots that don't have frustration. This isn't the norm. Roombas and their levels of frustrations are not the industry norm. So I've set up hundreds of robots, no frustration. And then you're like, frustration? No. And you think, oh, it's just this model. Oh, wait a minute, it's the next, oh, wait a minute. It's every model? Yesterday, the 405, I got that video. I couldn't finish the video because it was broke. I thought, well, maybe it's just that robot. Nope, I'm sending this one back. It's not auto emptying. If it doesn't auto empty till every 3rd day, then tell us that. You've got to be more descriptive. I don't know how else to say that. Very little description on this robot, which I don't agree with that at all. Give us information. Maybe it's in the manual. I gotta go look. I get way too emotional about the Roombas. Check out tomorrow's podcast. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. This video will post after the podcast will post tomorrow. This video probably won't post for a week, or maybe this weekend, but it'll be podcast number 2. I'm going to keep it a little bit shorter. I think I'm thinking of a title: Roomba, the next Kodak. Is Roomba going to be the next Kodak? I mean, it's got all the writings on the wall. I feel terrible. I am not making fun of this company. I have rooted for them from day one. I want nothing but the best for them. But you can't sell a product that costs that much and not giving us capabilities that other companies are giving us, and actually working and actually being frustration free. So that's where I come from. I bought that with my own money, and I'm highly disappointed in it, which I've been with every Roomba that I have bought. So again, I do appreciate everybody's support. I'll put links to the Eufy C20 or the C10 and the Dream. I should have just unboxed that. Or the MOVA. Anyway. Thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks again.